A scenario,
Speaking of
they
which,
just shut it down. I mean, wouldn't cost you anything.
And it would be me, not you.
yeah. So I went through and made tokens for practically every NPC in Troll Skull Alley.
Good
Fala,
lord.
Imbric, Avi, Vivi, Tally, Rishal, Trench. I even got them for the halflings and for Floon. So I've been busy.
Badass.
Some of these may take a while to load, and so just let me know if you see them or if you don't.
All right. Well, we are
Didn't see it on the
successfully
tracker.
live.
So Todrin, first thing I'm going to say is you missed. First, let's start with Bartholomew went and had all the details to how to go about having the sword made and enchanted, held down, and he's got a firm date. They have the mithril, and there's a small problem in that the mithril was mined and stamped by Clan Stoneshaft, which is the dwarves currently in control of Thornhold Castle that used to belong to his family.
Right.
And
Stone
Imbric
shaft.
Navi, in
On
the
top
process
of that, there's
of
like a feud.
yeah, there's a major feud between the two families. In the process of the negotiations for the mithril, Imbric and Avi had to promise members of Clan Stoneshaft that they would be allowed to witness the forging and enchanting process. And they don't yet know that it's for Bart.
Oh.
For Barton.
After that, Oscar. Well, would you like to explain how that went down, Oscar?
Oh boy.
I don't know if I can do it justice.
What do you mean? You mean the orderly
Yes,
extraction of?
that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, it's just there was a small rat problem, and it was.
There was a
So-
small rat problem, and it was what? Taken care of?
Yeah. Taken care of. No issues whatsoever.
I'm
just
sure
perfectly,
that's true, but I may
orderly.
still need a explanation.
Yeah.
So Bart came in and found Oscar surrounded with rats. And apparently there had been rats everywhere else also. And he kind of, and very angrily and with great forethought, I think he was using magic to, like, make his voice louder. And dust was falling from the rafters and everything. Demanded, with no uncertain terms, that all the rats must go. And I pleaded with him. I had my small family of the 6 rats that, they were all babies and they were all clinging to each other, squealing pathetically.
Oh my
Really,
God.
it brought a tear to your eye. And I said, "Can we please spare these?" And like fire was coming from his nostrils, and he glared, and as he turned, he said, "Fine," something like that. So we just gathered up the rats and helped them leave through the front door while everyone was drinking.
With a magic spell that caused
I
wind.
might have used gust of wind in the tap room during happy hour to blow any rats that were on tables or people or whatever out the front.
And
Well, I suggested that they maybe go somewhere else. So they're on their way over there.
The rats
Where?
or the rats, yep.
Where did you tell them to go?
Where? Froome?
Froome's Brews.
Yeah.
Well, rats like to drink, so.
So.
Perfect.
Yep. So Todrin.
A couple of them that are going over there. Yeah.
Todrin, the way I think we discussed a little bit that
It
you
sounds
were.
good. It sounds good, but it was bad. In the middle of all these people, just a rat whirlwind.
Oh yeah, everyone saw it.
It was bad. In the middle of our tavern.
He even accidentally kicked Vivi's Tressum.
Aw, the kitty?
Tressum forgave him, don't worry about it. There's a moment of, I thought we were friends, but it's all cool. So, in addition to that, Todrin, I think we discussed briefly that you were at the Amcathra Ranch just outside of town, showing off the horse that Oscar rode in the races, which he named Glue.
Of course he did. That's terrible.
Wow.
Is that like a
Yeah,
subtle
so-
threat? Win or else, Glue.
Exactly. So
Wow.
Todrin has been showing the horse off and all the things about horses that I don't know. So when you got home last night, though, Todd, you were awakened by a soft tap at your window.
Oh no.
Just tap, tap.
This is
Okay.
gonna be good.
This is out on the Amcathra Ranch.
No, this is back at Troll Skull Alley. The first night you
okay.
get back.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, I am not prepared for this emotionally, but let's do this. All right, I'll go over to the window.
So it's well past midnight. It's dark and overcast. So when you open the window, it's kind of difficult to tell who's out there at first, but you immediately recognize Yagri's voice.
Oh god.
Yay.
Oh no.
And she kind of hesitates for a second, and
Audrey, you're there.
she steps into the light,
Ah.
and you can see she's wearing a beautiful, expensive-looking gown. She's made up. She looks really nice. Her hair is done. It's like everything is perfectly done to complement her orcish features. She looks really good.
If you're into
So, yeah, if you're into that. And
Apparently you
she
were.
has
that. I am.
she has a piece of paper in her hands, and she looks up to you, and she
I meant
kind of-
literally.
she hesitates at first,
Well,
So did
and
I.
she begins reading a poem to you that goes, "You came to my rescue despite my might. Soon after, we had a stroll under starlight.
Oh my
Let's
god.
do it again, my shining knight. I promise not to bite."
Oh my. That
much.
wow.
Can we see a picture of the tavern?
What are you looking for? Like just the isometric view?
Yeah, so we can know if am I like on the same side of the tavern as
You
mine?
are. Your room
Okay,
is
so it's right
Hang on.
below his, right?
you're right above him.
Oh, I'm above him.
That's your window right there.
And then he's on the bay window.
That's his window right below you.
okay,
Yeah.
cool.
And then she's
All right,
down
well
below
then,
that.
Something drips on the back of your neck, Heinrich.
Yeah, she's right about here.
What the fuck?
Let's see here.
That
Oh,
was
right, dice.
beautiful, my dear. Oh shit, dice. I'll be right back.
Oh yeah. Me too.
I've never written poetry
All
in
of
my
us. Oh shit, dice, dice. So that was my perception roll.
I'm gonna say you didn't hear this.
That's fair.
Okay.
You lucked out. I don't hear it.
Yep.
Okay, good.
So I hope you appreciate that. I wrote that poem.
That's really
and
good.
About 3 times I went over that.
I love it.
That was good.
I love it. And so does Todd. He's like, "Oh, my dear, that was beautiful. You know what? I think that deserves some follow up." And yeah, I'll. What time is it? It's like midnight. You said.
It's well past midnight at this point. it's late.
I'll be right down. And then I turned to see what the hell was dripping on the back of my neck.
Are you stealthing out of the house?
I will be, yes.
Go ahead and roll me a stealth check. And since you're probably not wearing your armor, I would imagine you don't sleep.
Nope.
Go ahead and roll it with advantage, since it'll discount the disadvantage.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Well, I'm doing it by hand. Do I still? Oh, I do
okay.
still need to. Well, let's see. I gotta remember how to do this. It has been so long. Skills.
Disadvantage and advantage are in the bottom left.
Yep. Okay. Bart, what's your passive perception?
12.
Okay. Yeah, he manages to sneak out. I'm
Woo!
gonna say Oscar's he's 2 floors up, so I'm gonna say he doesn't hear it either.
All right.
So yeah, you come down and meet her.
Where are we going? You have a place in mind?
Anywhere you want.
Well, all right.
Do furbolgs need to sleep a full 8 hours?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So
I
then
don't-
you're probably asleep too, Kai.
I don't personally know enough about Waterdeep, but I take her somewhere that's pretty that I like to go. I don't know.
Oh, let's see. There's a fest hall nearby.
Perfect.
Yeah. So it's just across the high road and about a block up is the Gentle Mermaid, which is another one of the fest halls in town that you can take it to.
We go fest. In the hall of festing.
Wow.
There's where it is from Troll Skull.
Perfect.
Okay. So I'm just gonna fade to black from that and
That works for
go
me.
on to the next day. Let's see. So the next morning, hang on, I gotta get myself figured out here. I have too many windows open. So the next day, it's fairly busy in the tap room in the tavern downstairs. There's not really a whole lot going on, but let's see. The halflings are busy in the kitchen. They're keeping up with orders while Floon's tending the bar. He's chatting with Imbric and Avi about their current project, which is Bartholomew's magic sword that he's commissioned. Vivi, Rashal, and Tally are enjoying drinks and having a lively discussion, while Vivi's cat sits, his Tressum rather, sits perched on the stair rails, watching intently as... Oscar, would you care to tell me what's going on with the rats?
So we still have rats?
Well, we'll see. Oscar?
Sorry, almost back.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry. So, I'm going to give him just a minute. I want to see if he wants to explain what he's done.
All right.
We set up those traps, didn't we?
Yeah, you guys have set up traps. They've been up for a couple of days at this point, and oddly enough, you've only caught like 2 or 3 at a time. It's not enough to deal with the problem, apparently. And here's the thing about the traps is Tally made these traps by hand. They're really big. There's enough in them to take care of like 20, 25, maybe 30 rats at a time.
Jesus.
There's no reason these things shouldn't be catching more, or at least no apparent reason.
Are they non-lethal?
Yeah, they're non-lethal traps. The basic idea is that you trap a whole bunch of them and then take them outside of town or something and release them.
That's right, it's coming back to me. Because he didn't utilize speak with animals, he just utilized his verbal ability to talk to
Right.
rats.
That's right.
So they couldn't communicate, they just understood him. So he was trying to run around the tavern ordering a bunch of rats out of the tavern.
So, should I just basically cover what we covered earlier?
Yes, please.
Okay. So, basically, any time that we're in Troll Skull Manor, just randomly and throughout. You'll hear scum kind of like scurrying and scuffling, some frantic squeals, and then either like a crash, maybe some glass breaking, followed a few seconds later with a thud. Occasionally after the thud, maybe some more scampering, as my rats hunt down the other rats that are in the house and then eject them out through whatever window or door happens to be closest.
Nice.
That sounds awful. So just randomly rats are flying out windows and doors at all times.
Not always through, like sometimes they'll stop at the door or the window or a person that happens to be in the way. It's kind of indiscriminate.
Yeah. So you guys are in the tap room as this is happening, all three of you.
I'm seeing C's. I was told there was pictures for everyone.
There are pictures for everyone except for the commoners that I'm not going to make hundreds of commoners for.
You dick.
So
For commoners.
actually, you shouldn't be able to see Lift there. Give me just a sec. There, he's invisible. He's still around, and you guys have heard him knocking around and doing things like that. But you'll see like there will be just a tray of like mugs of ale or something that'll just float across the room sometimes.
Embrick is terrifying. I would like to roll initiative against the fire elemental.
Oh god.
Oh, hey, it's Brand.
It's a Titan.
So yeah, you see the Rishal, Vivi, and Tally is sitting at that table there, and Mr. Humphreys is watching as Oscar's rats are chasing these other rats around. And Oscar, you see Danica just peeking around the corner of the bar, and she kind of whispers, "Hey, come here."
Oh, yes, hello.
She kind of tries to lead you around the bar towards the back.
I climb right over.
You just climb right over the bar. I'm going to say that like Tally and some of the others watch, but they're not too surprised.
Commoner 6 is going to have to make a dex check to miss my butt.
14.
That probably does it.
So she's got a kind of a concerned look on her face. She's Kelso's younger sister. She's and she's holding in her hands a rat.
Get that out of here! I grab it and throw it out the door.
Wait!
Oh,
roll
God.
me a strength check against her dex.
Oh, yeah, that's no good.
Okay, she manages to keep it away from you just barely. And she says, "I thought you might like to meet my friend. His name's Cheddar."
Cheddar, hello. Sorry.
She says, I haven't told anyone about this just because there's, but is it okay if I have him here?
Like, for dinner?
She just gets this weird look on her face and just, no.
But we have Cheddar
Yeah, but
already.
I just,
Brooks
your
wheels it.
rats are chasing all these other rats off and I don't want Cheddar to get hurt.
Okay, right. I bellow out something in Furbolgish.
For Bulgish.
For Bulgian.
Oh, giant, I guess it would be.
She's gonna got her. She's wide-eyed after you try to rip her pet out of her hands, and she's like, does that mean it's okay?"
What did you bellow in giant? Well, I guess, yeah, there it is. Oh shit, I speak
Is
giant.
it likely that any of the rats speak giant?
Well, it depends. Are you trying to use your ability to speak to them?
Oh, no, of course not.
Okay.
I fucking speak giant.
Great. You must be confused then.
Yeah, I hear this as I walk up to the front door.
Nice. Oh, what?
What the hell? Why are we not removing rats anymore? Who the hell's Cheddar?
Cheddar, it's he's a cheese rat. He's here. He's a friend of Danica, and
Danica's eyes.
just my friend, only my cheese I like.
Yeah, Danica's
Right.
eyes kind of go wide as Todrin comes around the corner, and she's trying to almost like she's trying to hide this rat in her hands, but you can tell something's up.
I pick up the nearest rat as well.
There are far too many of these in my tavern for my liking.
I
Would you like one? I offer it.
No, I would not.
I throw it away behind me.
She says, I'm sorry, my lord. I just did. This is weird, I know, but this rat is he's my pet, and his name's Cheddar, and I just
Lovely Cheddar and Bartholomew turned him into a rat. There, that happened.
I'm just arching an eyebrow down at
At the
Danica.
mention of my name, I turn around. Excuse me? What did I do?
she looks so embarrassed right now because she was trying to keep this quiet, and now it's like everyone in the bar is aware she has a pet rat back here
I
now.
point accusingly at the rat.
He never leaves my pocket. I promise he's not a problem.
See, Todd, it's a pocket rat.
Right, okay.
So are all these others. I shove as many rats as I can in my pocket.
Again, those are way too easily accessible. I should not be able to just reach out and grab a handful of rats. Pocket or no.
Well, it was being dealt with until you came in.
I need... Bart, did you get up or did you just look?
I just looked. I didn't get up.
Todrin, I need you to roll me a perception check.
Perception.
Perfect.
Ooh, that's a good one.
So, just for a brief second, you see Kelso, her older brother, pop his head around, and just under his breath, he just mumbles, "Shit."
Oh.
Something more important.
Alright, well, Oscar, because of your familiarity with animals, I've been hoping that you could solve this rat problem, but if you can't get it figured out, we're gonna have to take more drastic measures. If you'll excuse me.
Right, no problem. Danica, get as much firewood as you can and spread it around the place.
She kind of looks
Oh, God.
around like, what?
And I'm gonna walk towards the kitchen.
Well, we'll just need to burn the place down. So it's the only way to be sure.
Jesus Christ.
Oh boy. I'm on the other side of the room. I just happened to catch my name.
So as
Casey
soon
felt
as
like, I made so many maps. Don't burn it down.
as soon as you start coming around the corner, Todrin, Kelso turns around and goes back to what he was doing. He chopping vegetables at the table there.
Well, hello, my dear Bryn. Looking good today, as always.
She kind of turns to you and gives you a curtsy and, "Morning, my lord."
I just give her a wink as I walk past her and walk to Kelso.
He doesn't say anything.
Right. So, what seems to be the problem?
Sorry, my lord. I told her not to say anything about the rat.
Oh, I see. Yeah, it's honestly, it's no big deal. What's one more?
He kind of giggles and he says, "Sorry, I should keep a better leash on her or something. She's quite a handful."
Nah, I think she's doing a fine job. Just, she'll need to be prepared. I'm afraid I may end up having to start killing these vermin.
Well, you gotta do what you gotta do, I guess.
Right. Well, carry on. Now, as I walk past Bryn, everything
nods
looks
his
real
head.
tasty. Looking her up and down as I walk past.
God damn.
And then you hear Kelso say something else behind your back. He says, "I swear, if he lays a hand on you," when he comes by and he puts his hand on her butt.
Oh,
Oh.
they're not related?
Bryn is his girlfriend.
Oh shit! I
and
didn't know that.
You just found that out.
Okay. Whoops.
And sister. It's that kind of family.
sister.
Danica is his sister.
And Bryn's girlfriend.
I just want to point out, it took me a while to find, but when I found that picture of the halfling with the rat, I was like, that's it. That's her.
Perfect. Yeah, totally. I gotta say I'm disappointed because Bryn is looking tasty.
So when you start to come around the corner again, Floon kind of looks at you and says, "Can I borrow you for a minute?"
Who does that? Flume?
Floon, yeah, he's
Oh.
the bartender.
All right.
And he calls out and says, "Kelso, can you manage the bar for me?" And Kelso comes up to take the bar for him.
Fuck is. Oh right, Kelso.
He leads you off to this table here. As Kelso pulls out a stool and tends a bar and starts chatting with Imbric and Avi. And Floon says, I talked to Volo last night. He said I should talk to you.
It's probably true. What's going on?
I haven't been sleeping very well since you guys rescued me and Renair from the Xanathar that night. I didn't want to say anything, but just part of why I wanted a job here is just to keep my mind off of it. That mind flayer, that thing has been haunting my dreams. It's just a nightmare.
Wait, Mind Flayer?
Yeah, that's what Volo called it.
The little
Flayer?
brain dog thing?
No, that's an intellect devourer. He tells you, just reminds you that when you guys came in, this other creature, a mind flayer, left as you guys were coming into the sewers to rescue him. Like as you guys were making noise, fighting the goblins and these other, the other people down there, this thing took that opportunity to hightail it out. He says that they get inside your head, and it just. I have been having really dark nightmares about it. Is all. Volo said I should talk about it. And,
well, I'm very sorry to hear that, son.
So,
do you think it's magic, or are you just traumatized?
No, I think it's just traumatized. And he's kind of rubbing his forehead right now. He says, Volo says there's some kind of psionic creature that's how they get in your head.
Right. That's an apt turn of phrase.
Yeah. And about the time that he's finishing up talking to you about this, the door to the tap room bursts open.
Oh man, what now?
Let's see.
I love his
to
token.
the entrance.
I love his token.
Nice.
Oh man,
Fantastic.
fucking perfect.
With that, I stand up and turn around.
Yeah. So you see Froon, the owner of the bar across the street, storming into the tap room, and he's carrying a sack, and he starts shouting, "Where is that flea-ridden ape?" as he walks over to the bar.
I run over. No, I don't run. I casually walk up to him and intercept him. Excuse me. What seems to be the problem here?
He takes the sack and just starts dumping it right at your feet, and it is full of dead rats. He says, "This is why I refuse to buy this derelict. It's infested with rats. And now you fucking pricks are trying to spread into my place and sabotage my business."
Rat. Okay, well...
I saw him! I saw him leading them into my place!
Did you now? I'll look over at Oscar.
I nod. Does Todd look disappointed? Because if he looks disappointed, then I start shaking my head.
Yeah, I'm like looking at you like, did you do it? And if you nod, then my face starts to darken.
So yeah, it's a nod that turns into a very exaggerated shaking of the head.
So at this point, Emmett Froon has the attention of everyone here. Everyone is turned around and everyone's watching. and he's making quite a scene as he just starts going on about, you nobles have daddy to pay for fixing up this place while the rest of us are out here scrounging just to get by. Then the guilds running their racket try to come by.
Everyone, please grab a rat and throw it outside. Thank you for your assistance.
So he's now he's pointing at the back at Tally, Tally has been just begging him to work with the guilds and do himself a favor, and he's pointing back at Tally accusingly as he's just rambling on and on.
All right, sir, I'm gonna need you to quiet down.
While you're trying to do that, I'm gonna go ahead and step in, and I'm just going to like push him to the side, not like forcefully, but just like interjecting clearly, and just like, no, Taldrin, Frun, you are not part of the guilds. You are not assisting anybody in the community. You are a pain in the ass, quite frankly. Now get out of my tavern immediately before I remove you forcefully, you asshole.
Roll me an intimidation check.
Nice. Can I loom behind him menacingly?
Yeah, I'll give you advantage on the check with Todrin standing there with you.
Yay.
The rats would be intimidated by that, at least by 6, and they're going to try and remove him.
What the hell?
Nice. That advantage helped a lot.
Good.
Oh man, I'm gonna say he's pissed off enough that he just bucks right back in your face and he's just still just shouting and screaming.
I'm just gonna quietly say to him, stop, and I'm gonna cast command.
Okay. What's the DC on that?
Command.
I'm gonna tell you he rolled an 18 on the check, so
It probably passes then. DC 14. Fuck.
so you see, as soon as you do that, did you just try to cast a spell on me?
No, I asked you calmly to stop.
He's just louder and louder until at this point you feel this cold brush right past you both, and all of a sudden you don't see what's doing it, but
As
you can
I
see
feel it.
you see this his shirt is pulled up and he is being forcefully led to the door, and he's, what's going on?
Oh, well,
And-
now you've
My
pissed
rats are
off.
awesome.
He says, this is that freaking ghost, isn't it? You people are insane! You're gonna
Yes,
get
it
somebody
is.
killed! As he's thrown out of the bar by Liv.
Well,
Awesome.
now you're pissed off, Liv.
Outside, you can just hear he's still ranting. He says, I can't believe someone would open a tavern in a haunted house!
Oh my god. I'll walk up to the door, and as I'm shutting it, just, if y'all come back and try this again, it's gonna get nasty. I wouldn't recommend it. And I'm
He just-
shut
There's a
the
bag
door.
full
Yeah,
of dead
he
rats.
just storms off and just leaves this pile of dead rats at Bart's feet.
Did no one grab one and try and throw it out? I'm disappointed with our patrons.
Yeah, I'll turn around. I apologize for that, folks. I think we all know what's going on there. Also,
Indeed,
I apologize
for losing my temper.
I
That was inappropriate.
tell you what, why don't both of you guys roll me a persuasion check?
Cool.
Or you can have one of you roll it at advantage. It's up to you guys how you want to handle it.
That would be me. Charisma.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's not my strong suit. So
I'll do it. Yeah. $23.
So when
holy shit!
when you announce your apologies to everyone, Vivi in the back stands up, and soon Tally stands up, and then Rashal, and it just spreads across the room. And they're like, "Yeah, that asshole doesn't deserve anyone's business."
We get a round of applause.
Yeah,
Nice.
absolutely.
Everyone thank Liff, your hero of the day.
And you hear a lot of "Thank you, lifts" as he goes back to serving drinks.
Well, to excuse our behavior tonight, everyone gets a free round.
That gets a cheer.
And Miss Danica, if you wouldn't mind, and I'll gesture at the pile of shit.
Certainly, my lord. She'll take care of it. She sweeps up the rats and takes them out back. And
I'm actually down with the rats. I'm picking each one up, looking at it, saying cheddar. And if it doesn't respond, then I'm throwing it outside.
Fortunately, Cheddar's in her pocket.
Cheddar.
Yeah, it is.
Cheddar.
So, is there anything that you guys want to do as far as like any shopping or anything else you want to take care of before we move on? And I'm going to say this is 2 or 3 days that are the last couple of this has all happened over.
Nope, I'll sit down with Rishal and them and continue conversing.
That was a fun scene.
Yeah,
I forgot to do 2 things before, and I'm just going to do them now, but this happened before the thing with Emic, and so Todrin, at some point, you went to take a bath and found a rat swimming in the tub with you.
Oh God, yeah, Todd's getting very annoyed.
Yeah, and Bart, you probably were more annoyed to find rats nesting in the study.
yeah, that was.
So I should have done that sooner, and it got placed on a different page, and so, but that happened previously to this. So,
Okay.
anything else you guys want to take care of?
So I'm sorry, what's going on? Are we fast forwarding a couple days?
Yeah, this is you guys have like if you need to do any shopping or if there's anyone you want to contact and talk to. Or
yeah,
like
I want to do some investigating, see if I can find out how people handle rat infestations and what my options might be.
Okay.
Except-
I'm not even gonna make a roll for it because I'm gonna tell you. Everyone you talk to is like sounds like you've done everything that you would normally do, short of literally burning the place down like someone else suggested earlier.
While he's
they are
doing
very
sorry.
confused. Sorry, they are
Yeah,
very
but-
confused by why you still have a rat problem.
Okay, and just to be clear, since I
And
wasn't
here's
here,
the thing.
what have we done? We've done
Well,
industrial-sized traps.
yeah, and Oscar literally threw more than a dozen out that went over to Froon's place. So, fortunately, the last couple of days, though, it's getting better. It's getting a lot better because of Oscar's hunting mission that he set his rats on, his seek and destroy.
The rats are adapting.
Yeah. But you still see a few of them here and there, but you'll hear just this scurrying about and then fighting amongst the rats, and they're taking care of business, absolutely.
Every one of Oscar's rats has a little red ribbon around one of their legs, so you can tell them apart.
No, they're all
They're
all wearing uniforms.
Oh shit! They're okay. Damn. Of course.
Remember, he had them tailored.
Of course they are.
He had BB make them outfits.
While Hind is doing that, I actually do want to spend some time and money talking to the guilds and hiring some people to do some advertising and stuff for the inn.
Okay. I'm gonna see. You know what? Since you mentioned, I'm gonna handle that right now.
Because I don't know what that costs and stuff.
So when you get to the end of the week, you can spend. The way it works is you get a bonus based on how much promotional spending you do over the last week,
Mm-hmm.
and it's 1 gold for 1 point of bonus. And I'm gonna set a cap at 10 because this is only a 100-point scale.
Oh, okay, cool. Because I was like, then I'll drop like 30 or 40 gold.
Yeah, because if you're doing that, you're literally going up like 3 or 4. What do you call it? 3 or 4 marks on the scale. So I'm gonna cap it at 10 though. And I may change my mind on that after this one, but we'll see.
We'll see how it affects the rolls and stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. So
yeah,
go
then
ahead
I'll spend the 10 gold.
Go ahead and roll me. And this is for the next week. I'm about to finish up. This is for the week we just finished. The 10 will be added to the next roll next time. So
Okay.
I need someone to roll me a D100.
I suck. Somebody else.
You volunteered.
34.
34. Let's see. So, due to the rat problem, which you're now starting to get a handle on, you broke even this 10-day. So you don't have to pay anything extra, like all the maintenance fees and wages and guild expenses are all taken care of, but you didn't make any money off the tavern this week.
Lame.
So.
Shouldn't have given out free rounds. Just kidding.
It can't hurt.
So I will tell you, there's a base plus 10 on the roll, and now with Bart spending, next time there will be an additional plus 10.
Cool.
Nice.
So
that's just plus 20 to whatever we roll.
yeah, it will be next time.
Cool.
So while we're here at the end of the week, I'm going to go ahead and have everybody do lifestyle expenses.
Oh, god
So-
damn it. Only
yeah,
200
that's-
gold, right?
That's 20 gold pieces for the 10-day.
Each? Okay.
Yeah, each.
Wait, sorry, how much?
20. If you're living a comfortable lifestyle, which I think most of you are.
hmm I wouldn't go below it, personally.
I spend most of my time reading books. That's why I'm so lanky. So
Okay, so
Wow.
next,
I don't eat a lot. And when
Yeah.
I do, it's simple shit.
so
So I could just eat and get done with it.
does that sound about right to you guys? Comfortable lifestyle?
Yeah.
That's to
Okay.
me.
I know we discussed that last time, so
Because Bart will get some of my stuff.
Yeah.
So it makes up for some of his.
I will remind you that you're also getting close to the end of the month at this point, and you will owe 100.
Cod.
You will owe 100 gold pieces at the end of each month for 10 months for the renovations. So that 1,000 gold pieces for the renovations for Tally.
And that's next week?
You could pay it now if you wanted to, but it's 100 gold pieces per month for the next 10 months.
Alright, well then we'll see what we break off next month or week with the tavern, and
Alright.
hopefully we can cover that.
Yar.
Totally. All right. So, let's see.
Because I still need, what, 500 gold for my stuff?
Yeah,
We
something like that.
determined?
What do you got?
299. Technically two or 309 because I have a platinum piece.
So, Oscar, later in the week, you're comfortably seated in your attic bedroom at Trollskull Manor with a good book in your hands, and you notice a fluffy white cat sitting at the window outside. He's staring at you, and he's pawing at the window.
Oh shit. Who's this, Oscar?
Yeah, this is at Oscar's upstairs attic window.
Without stopping reading, I'm going to throw a rat at it.
It's just, you know how a cat will get at a door or something, just paw at it, paw, 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 paw. He's at the window doing that, like he's trying to get in.
You inspect it very carefully, but without opening the window. Does
You
it
kinda-
look like cheddar?
No, this looks like just a big old fluffy white cat, and he kind of
Does it look
looks
like
at
it ate cheddar?
he looks up. No,
We
More
want
like-
it to eat cheddar. Damn it.
more like a snowball.
Does it look like it would eat cheddar?
Might. It's a possibility, yeah.
God, please don't fuck
To
this
roll
up.
insight on the kind of cheddar he wants to eat, whether cheese or a rat.
Go ahead, roll me an insight check.
Ooh,
God
10.
damn it, Kai.
10.
Ooh, 13 with my insight.
It's a cat.
I warned Danica immediately.
So as you turn to leave, the cat just shouts, "Hey, big guy!"
Oh shit.
Oh my god, it's you, cheddar!
The cat's just sitting there like, "Come on!"
I don't understand. Do you need cheddar? Like the cheese?
The cat just kind of turns his head at you, and he goes, "Have you ever heard of the Emerald Enclave?"
Is that a type of cheese?
The cat just kind of eyeballs you, and you literally see the cat just roll its eyes, and it goes, "If you're interested, come to Falconmere in the South Ward," and then it just hops off the rooftop and just
Should I
trots
bring
off.
cheese?
There's no answer.
We're gonna need a lot of cheese. Okay.
What the hell is... It sounds familiar.
Falcon, what?
Falconmere.
The Emerald Enclave.
Yeah, what is that? Sounds familiar. Holy fuck, that's a word.
Wow, I didn't have it spelled correctly at all.
Yeah, I wouldn't have guessed half of those words.
Now,
letters.
I mean, I assume I would know where that is, though, right?
I think you would
Having been
probably
here, like,
know
70
that
years.
it's... Yeah, you were more in like the South Ward and the Dock Ward area. You've seen it. You know where it's at.
Sorry, I'm chewing.
How dare you?
No problem. I'm gonna pull up the map here.
What the fuck, Kai? How dare you make any noise? That's not talking.
It's been a while since I
That's what push to
heard an
talk's for.
episode
So-
of House of Rap.
So you
I
know,
try.
it's just like a stone's throw away from Helm's Hall, which is the Temple of Helm in the South Ward.
Nice. Where one might happen upon Heinrich.
Oh shit, that's way down there.
Yeah, it's South Ward.
I like that it's a noble and it's right next to Slop Street.
Slop Street. Jesus. Fishwife Alley.
Wow.
There was a Slut Street at one point, but they renamed.
Ah,
It's actually Zastro Street, just right there on the left side of the high
I was
road.
gonna say, is it Dirty Wench Street now?
It's, yeah, no.
no, it's Fishwife Alley.
Are you
Oh,
hungry?
wow.
Bryan Street.
Okay. What time was this again?
This is, like I said, the end of the week and
Sorry.
early morning-ish. Like it's
Don't have one.
it's still early in the morning, but you know you're up and dressed and all. Well,
I'm going to
maybe
go
not.
downstairs and wait for Todd or Bart to come.
Okay. So yeah, they'll come down at some point. And...
Yep.
Oh, good, you're ready. We have to go.
What? Where? Where are we going? What happened? Who's there?
Welcome, noble place. You're nobles. Let's go.
Falconmere?
That's the one. Yes.
Wow, what do I
You
know
have
about that place?
Horses and such.
So, being that you're a noble, I'm not going to make you roll for it. You know that
Yeah, noble for the win.
two noble families actually own Falconmere, the Tarms and the Falcons. Most of the time, they're not home. It is instead something of an animal sanctuary. The Emerald Enclave,
Like
which
rats?
is you'll see. The Emerald Enclave, it's like a safe haven for their organization, and so there's a lot of druids and rangers and the outdoorsmen that pass through often will stop by Falconmere if they're so inclined.
All right.
It's a good chance to bring rats to some other place.
I
I
walk
hold
up
down
at
a
this
bag.
point. What? What's going on?
Oscar seems to think we need to go on down to Falconmere. Say hello to
Visit
them
some of your
Falkers.
brother, sister nobles.
Why? Not opposed to it, I just... Where did that come from?
Rat.
Cats.
Cats.
The cats.
I don't know what we expected, really.
Well, I suppose if...
It wasn't cheddar, so that's okay.
Well, Cheddar is a rat, and
Didn't
that's a
eat
cat.
cheddar either.
I guess we are fortunate it wasn't a bat.
You know, well,
Well, I don't know about that.
now that you mention it, maybe we should look into get some cats for the tavern. That might help with our problem. Anyway,
Which is quite a
Perhaps.
Robin.
wow, are the Fockers selling some rats down there? I mean,
We
cats.
won't-
Are they selling cats?
No, until we get where.
You keep
Well,
cutting out
are-
for the second half of your...
Are we still rhyming, Todrin? Bartholomew started it. Are we still doing?
No, we're not still rhyming.
Oh,
Oh.
all right then. Yes, cats are great. Let's do cats.
Yes, I'll look into something. What, are we going to Falconmere now? Do we know where we're going specifically? What we're looking for?
The cat. Yes.
Yes, what did this cat look like?
Well, it had ears of a cat, a
Ah.
nose of a cat,
What color
much
was
of the
its
fur
fur?
of a cat, cat colored.
Cat colored.
Is that... excellent.
Do you
Well,
see
Are
anyone
there
I...
else
any
cat
rats
colored
that
in
look
here?
like the cat around us, Casey?
White rats? Fuck.
I suppose that's a thing.
Werewolf rats?
I just looked at Todrin.
As
helpless.
bad as things are, there's got to be a white rat around, right?
That's true.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So as you see a rat scurry around the corner, like that one, but a cat.
Alright, so this cat gave you a message? Gave you a note?
He said to come visit him, and he would give us cheese.
So it talked to you.
Yes. Don't cats talk to you?
What do I know about familiars? Do I know if they talk?
Most don't actually.
It's like telepathic, right? Usually.
Like the telepathic communication between a familiar and their wizard is typically one way from the wizard to the familiar.
Would I know of anything that would make a cat able to talk?
Oh,
Or-
absolutely. There's spells that do that. There's animal messenger spell in and of itself that's like a first or second level spell.
Interesting. I didn't know that was a thing.
There's
neither.
also you would know there's an awakening spell that can make an animal intelligent, like Maxine, the horse that you talked to, or
That's right.
Obliteros, the shark
That was
that
funny.
you guys fought.
Okay, cool. Right
Crazy.
on. Well then,
Dude, this spell is awesome.
well, I suppose if that's what you want to do, Oscar.
I didn't have any plans for the day. Let's head on down to the Falkers.
Really quickly, we should stop by Rishol's.
Oh? You need a book or something?
Well, I might as well look into a familiar spell. And perhaps I can get a cat in here.
Oh! I hadn't considered
There
a
was one in my
familiar
window.
cat.
I
That's a
don't
good
know enough
idea.
about them.
Let's see. So,
Can you, like, polymorph one of the rats into a cat? That would be bitterly ironic, I think.
That would be awkward, a cannibal rat.
But it wouldn't be a rat anymore.
Well, it's still a rat in mind.
so I may
Suppose you're
remove the tokens from this map later, but
I
just to give
like
you an
it.
idea where these people
It's
are.
helpful.
right. It's very helpful. I think that's a great way to do
Okay,
it.
cool.
Helps us
Great.
learn
Oh,
who's
that's like
where and what
yeah,
they're doing.
no, that's perfect.
Awesome. I had this
Good idea.
blank spot. I had this blank spot where Trollskull Manor is, and I was like, I had to put your place there.
Yeah,
So-
dude, well done. This is
Okay.
very handy.
So yeah, you come to the Bookworm's Treasure, and Rishal's eager to help you find anything you want. When you ask for a Find Familiar spell, he pulls out one of the books and he says, "I've got one right here."
Excellent. And what would that cost, Rishal?
25 gold pieces.
I don't know how to out of character. I don't know how to ask him what level spell that is.
It's a first level spell.
Okay, cool. For 25 gold pieces.
I'll pitch in 5 since it's help for the cause.
Oh, excellent. Well then.
I drop a red on the desk. I'm in for one.
Rishal just kind of looks at you guys, and is it one of your
Sorry.
Is it one of your tuxedo rats, or is it just a regular rat?
It's a dead rat that was in my pocket.
He just kind of nods to Todrin and Bart, and he says, "I'll take that, thank you."
Excellent.
The rat?
And I give him he's going along with it.
Yeah, he's playing along.
Come on, subtlety, man. Come on.
Right.
Subtlety, Hyde. Come on. Or Todrin, come on.
So yeah, you can add
I'll give him the 20 if you're gonna pitch the 5.
How long does it take you to scribe a?
Well,
first level spell?
That's not. What is it? Evocation. That's
No,
something
it's
else.
not. It's
So
I'm not sure what it is.
it'll take me an hour, I think.
Summoning?
And 50 gold.
It's probably conjuration.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's conjuration.
I will tell you here.
He will also tell you that you're going to need 10 gold pieces worth of charcoal, incense, and herbs that must be consumed by fire in a brass brazier. And he has all of those materials here, so it'll cost you an additional 10 gold pieces for the materials.
Now,
It's
how
each
does
time
this
you
work?
want to cast it.
Oh, okay.
Wait, what?
Can you
How-
not
what is
just
it?
do
Sorry.
that thing with your little fish and make it again?
Not for a spell that requires gold pieces as part of a gold piece value as part of the spell.
Really?
Right.
Like that will replace the material components on most spells, but if it has a gold piece value attached to it, you need the material.
Damn. All right. Is that only for spells? That's not for like my shit. As a
Yours are
paladin?
technically spells.
Fuck.
And
Alright,
I haven't
still
I haven't
set-
I
I'm
haven't
sorry.
gone over yours specifically, Todrin, but I know that some of them do require material components. I know, like, restoration spells require material components.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Okay, I knew that one at least.
Yeah.
All right. Shit.
All right. Well, it takes 2 hours for me, and you said you'll let me do it for 10 instead of 50
10 what? Sorry?
gold. You said you have the stuff to do it for. Well, no, because it says it takes 2 hours and 50 gold pieces to copy a spell into my book, so that I know the spell.
I'm confused. Sorry.
Don't ignore everything I said. Just
Okay.
That's the rule.
Okay.
So, I was just confused because you said it was 10 gold pieces for the materials, but
Oh, okay.
that's just for the casting.
Right.
So don't worry about it. So, while I'm sitting here, I'm gonna turn to Oscar and Todrin. Well, since this is gonna take me a while, would you two like to go take a visit to the Falcon Mia by yourselves?
Oh, I don't know. I think we could wait for you.
It takes quite a while. It'll be 2 hours.
All right. Well, I can head on over to Froon's place. I'm just curious. Oscar, you want to go check it out?
Okay, I can, sure.
If you guys say so.
Where were you?
Michelle, would you mind if I begin copying this into my spellbook immediately?
Be my guest.
Excellent.
If you need a comfortable chair, there's one right here.
Uh,
And
you
as
are
soon as
most gracious, Michelle.
as soon as Todrin and Bart, or excuse me, as soon as Todrin and Oscar leave, he takes the rat outside, the dead rat that Oscar left on his desk. So I want to make sure I got this right. This was 25 gold pieces for the spell itself, plus what you have to, whatever it takes as far as ink and that kind of thing.
Right, ink and
Plus-
materials so I can practice and.
Right, plus whatever it is for your material. So if you wanted to buy, say, enough for one casting, it's 10 gold pieces, and
Right,
we can
so it'll
put
be 60 more.
total.
Well, no, that's just more on top of the initial buy of the spell. So it's the 25 for the purchase of the spell,
Right.
which I had already calculated.
Got it.
because Todd pitched 5,
Mm,
Okay.
and then it's 50 to practice the spell or to learn the spell and copy it into my book.
Right.
And that's utilizing the stuff that I need and trying and practicing and copying it into my book with the magic inks and stuff.
All right.
And then I'm going to buy one casting of it so that I can conjure a cat.
All right. Absolutely. No problem then. So, are you going to Froon's place, Todrin? And I assume Oscar's going with you?
yeah, I don't know. I'm prepared to terminate the mission at any point. I just want to see what happens if we approach and maybe see
Yeah.
what it's like inside and that kind of stuff.
Oscar, are you going with him?
He said he was.
Yeah, I'll drag Oscar along with me.
No, sorry,
Okay.
I thought I was going to the Proud Home or whatever. Falcon.
Okay. Well, Todrin's wanting to go to Froon's Brews real quick first.
Right,
but-
we'll just go check out Froon's while we wait for.
Okay, I'll tell you what's going to happen.
Okay, sure.
When you guys come to Froon's Brews, you guys barely get a foot in the door before he's like, "Oh no, out!"
Oh, that's interesting that we can't come into your bar, but you can come into ours and
You
dump dead rats on the ground.
put the rats in my place, and he's got it like a bottle of ale, and he's about to throw it at you guys.
I'm standing totally unconcerned. And what proof did you say you had that happened?
I saw him, and I'm not the only one either. And there's like this one guy sitting at the bar that's like half wasted, and he's just, I saw it too.
Can I roll an insight on this motherfucker? See if he's like, not the drunk douchebag, but Froon. I guess they're both. drunk
Absolutely,
douchebags.
roll me an insight check on him.
I saw it too. Natural 20.
He is
Nice.
he is absolutely 100% honest. He saw
God
Oscar.
damn it, Oscar. Of all the stealth rolls to fail.
I don't even think
I didn't
that
even roll.
was.
What are you talking about?
he
Oh,
wasn't
okay.
he wasn't stealthing. He was
Okay.
making a big scene about it. In fact, he was
Oh.
there was a gust spell. Everyone saw it.
This. Oh. Okay.
Yeah, it was a
Right.
big deal.
Yeah, go to Froon's! Go to Froon's!
Yeah.
Fuck.
And Froon is pissed. He's like, "Get out of my bar."
Alright, well, I was unaware of this event. Sir, I must apologize for that. Honestly, the rats are a pretty big issue we're trying to deal with. Do you have any issues with rats?
Not until he put him here.
Right, we've established that. Okay, alright. Do you have any precautions you take? I'm curious.
I'm not helping you. That's the last he's gonna say.
I want to look around. How does the bar look?
There's a few expensive, like, showy items. There's a fancy wine rack, but like the little amenities he has skipped on. That like the bar stools are all uneven and they kind of rock when you sit on them and that kind of thing. It's the sign outside is fancy. Like it's this weird mix of there's a few nice things here and the rest of it's trash.
Okay. Now look, Froon.
It's I'll put it this way: Troll Skull Manor is significantly better.
Okay.
or what? Oh, I forget what you were calling the tavern, but your place is better.
The Restless Tavern.
That's right.
Right. Well, I understand that we're competition in the area, but there's no reason we can't at least be polite and courteous. Again, I apologize about the rats. We'll try to figure out a different solution, and I'm glaring at Oscar when I say that.
You just see he's got like a rag that he's wiping the bar down with, and he's just like, just get out.
All right, we're going. Good luck with the tavern. Just turn around and walk out.
Yeah, he just rolls his eyes as you leave. So yeah, your Troll Skull, or excuse me, the Restless Tavern is significantly fancier. It's a much better quality.
Even with all the rats.
Even with the rats, like Tally handmade the furniture in your place. It is beautifully done. His place is just
for a reason.
Yeah, his place is just, it's a mix of all sorts of different crap that he dug out of somewhere. It's a mess.
Wow. Cool. Well, that's good to know.
And here's the thing, for the North Ward in particular, your place is more like what a tavern in the North Ward would look like. His is like, this place really doesn't even belong here. This is not necessarily Dock Ward material. It's better than that, but certainly maybe Trade Ward or South Ward maybe.
Okay.
Like middle bar, I'll say it is. Lower middle bar. Anyway, I digress.
All right. Well, we'll head on back to the bookstore unless you had something wanting to do, Oscar.
So, is there anything that you need to do, Oscar, while you're waiting for?
No.
Okay. So a couple hours pass, and Bart is able to successfully perform do his thing, get this taken care of in his spell book.
Excellent.
So, I forget. We a while ago we were talking about. Sorry, my voice is going. Something about a shield at some point. I don't remember what or where.
That is in your inventory.
Oh, it's already done. Okay, the Order of the Ruby Rose shield. Excellent.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. Never mind.
Okay.
So yeah,
Give me
we'll
just a second.
head on back to him.
Okay, so yeah, Bart finishes what he needs to do. If you want to cast the spell now, you can. Did you want to, or
Yes.
okay? So we can figure out the details to that, like Fey or Fiend, or I forget what the other option is.
Celestial.
Celestial, yeah. Do you have a preference?
It's not Fiend.
Obviously.
Probably, Celestial.
Okay. So when you cast the spell, and the cat can appear in any way you want, you absolutely notice that there's in its eyeball, in the pupils, they are shaped like the goddess, the symbol of the goddess Mistra, her holy symbol. And when he blinks
Yes.
his eyes, it goes away.
Cool.
I love you, Kason. I pat the cat. Oh, you are excellent.
Just kind of rubs up against you.
I'll have to think of a name for you. Well then. That's great.
I have a lot of practice. Do you have any idea how often I do that to our cats?
That's fair. That's fair. All right. Well then, I'll go find Todrin.
Yeah.
We're right there with you.
Oscar.
All right,
Oh, okay.
So you guys get a coach or however it is that you're gonna make your way down there. And again, I'm not gonna make you pay for coaches anymore because that's part of your lifestyle expenses. So
Damn right.
you guys come down the high road all the way down to the South Ward, and you pass by About a block away from Falconmere, you pass by a small group of guys that are from the Dung Sweepers Guild, and again, you're passing by in the coach, and you see them sweeping up dead birds from around. There's a tower, and you guys know this is Kolat Tower.
Oh God. What was the name
So
of that game?
it's just a block north of
Yeah, Colat.
just a block north of Falconmere. So what you guys know about this place? Roll me a history check, everyone.
History.
And I'm gonna say, since you lived close to it for a while, go ahead and give me one with advantage.
Thank goodness.
5. 8, actually.
20.
Yep, you know.
Got about an hour.
All right. So Kolat Towers it's an abandoned mage's tower. No one's lived in it for years and years and years and years. And there's an invisible force field that surrounds it that birds sometimes fly into and get hurt.
Weird.
So anyway, you continue on to Falconmere, and you approach the gates. It's a noble villa in the south ward, high walls covered with thick ivy. You see a number of old trees towering overhead. When you approach the gate, Oscar, you're not sure where you know it from, but etched into the wood of the gate is a druidic symbol for safe haven. And the gate swings open as you approach with a soft creak, and inside you realize there's no one there to open it, and instead there's a moving bush behind the gate that is now closing the gate behind you.
What the hell?
Wait, what? We're inside the gate?
Yeah, you are now.
No. I put the rat away then.
God damn it. Try not to give any more people dead rats if you don't have to.
So, wooden gates open up into a fabulous garden filled with flowers and greenery. All sorts of colorful birds nest in the trees, singing and chirping. An old owl is perched in one of the lower branches, seems to awaken from its sleep when you entered. There's rabbits and squirrels and rats roaming freely on the grounds. There's a plop of water as a frog leaps into a pond behind you. And your eyes are drawn to a beautiful hippogriff that is just calmly walking across the courtyard.
Sweet.
And across the way, underneath a tree, you can see a pair of owl bears that very, very young, like cubs.
Owl bears.
Aw.
That are just napping underneath a tree.
Fuck
Cute
owl
little owl
bears.
bears. Oh my
Fuck.
God. That's terrifying.
Owl bears.
Oops. So, a half-elf comes out and greets you. And he says, he specifically comes to you, Oscar. He says, I've been waiting to meet you. Puts out his hand to shake yours, looking up to you.
Hello, I'm here for the cat.
Yes. I sent the cat to bring you here. I have an issue I'd like you to take care of if you're willing. He looks to the both of you, Todrin and Bart. He says, my lords.
Hello.
Want to take care of them? I can
I
do that.
nod.
No.
I simply nod at him.
I
Says,
didn't catch your name, sir.
My name is Melanor Fellbranch.
Master
Bless you.
Melanor? What the hell?
Melanor Fellbranch. And you recognize the last name, and he tells you, my brother's Talis Olvenar, the carpenter. You reckon Tally is his brother.
Ah.
He tells you he told me that you rescued Renner Neverember. He told me of the jewelry store kidnapping, and you even saved the tailor's Tressum. Says, I have an issue I'd like you to take care of. You see, there are some issues in the outlying farms outside of the city. there's a creature that has been slaughtering livestock, chased horses, spooked farmers. No one's been killed yet, so the city guard is dragging its heels, but I'd like you to take care of it if you're willing.
Oh, okay. So we got somebody roaming the countryside killing livestock.
I don't know who or what it may be.
Interesting. That sounds like something we could handle. I don't think
So-
we're busy at the moment.
No.
For the sake of
don't believe
time,
so.
For the sake of time, do you guys care if I skip ahead a little?
I think
do
this
not think
part's
so.
pretty typical. I'm fine with that.
Okay. So,
Indeed.
roll me, everyone, a d10, please.
A dirt turn.
Your turn.
Because there's a place I want to get to, and I'm really wanting to get to it. So,
All right.
okay. All right. So, you guys spend several nights out in the fields looking for whatever this creature may be, and on the third night, there's a thunderstorm that blows in.
Oh yay.
Maybe. There we go.
There it is.
So you leave. This is before that, but anyway, you leave Trollskull Manor. You travel up the high road into the Field Ward, not officially part of the city. It's a poor portion of the city. You move through the North Gate onto Undercliff Way. There's dozens of farms and ranches out here, including like the Amcathra Ranch. There's the Immense Farm, which is a prison farm. So on the third night, though, the storm blows in, and you guys are just trying to find cover at this point. And there's a flash of lightning. That one.
Perfect.
And you see a figure that's lit up by the flash. I need everyone to roll me initiative.
Oh shit.
Oh, damn.
What was that?
What you see
Mine eyes
in
have seen the glory.
Well, yeah.
you see a scarecrow that did not seem to be there before the lightning flashed, and when it did, it started moving towards you.
Oh fuck. That's kind of terrifying.
That is not
There's-
kind of terrifying. Jeff.
There's heavy rain and lightning as this thing is coming right at you guys.
Fuck no.
Let's see. It goes third. Okay. So, Oscar, what do you want to do? I do not have a map for this, guys.
Scarecrow. And as you see, you said it's coming towards us?
Yeah, it's coming towards you. It's just fast, and it's like horrifying claws are lit up every time the lightning flashes.
Oh god, what am I doing? I'm gonna try to entangle.
Okay. It rolled a 15 on its save.
Yeah, it made it. So yeah,
Lame.
Bart,
Do
it's
you
all
wanna
about
move
you. I will stumble backwards as clumsily but not falling overly as I can.
Sure.
Nice.
But not falling
so-
overly.
As this thing is charging at us, it's kind of freaking me out, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna cast. How far away is it?
It's getting really close. It's within, say, 30 feet right now.
Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and cast, and I can see it even though that there's no
Oh,
light.
yeah.
Okay,
the
so-
lightning is often enough that you have a good idea where it's at.
Oh god, we're fighting a scarecrow in strobe lights?
I rolled the weather randomly too, by the way.
That's fucking awesome.
So would you say at any of those points it has total cover?
No, it doesn't have cover at all right
Okay,
now.
cool. Well, then I'm going to reach out with my my orb with the fish in it, and it's gonna glow blue-green, and I'm just gonna kind of smack it from behind, and a blue-green lightning bolt is gonna flash out at it.
Alright.
Cool.
Nope, not that one. There we go. Cool, got it. All right. Yay! So I need to attack as well? Wait,
No, that
how
was
does
your
this
attack.
work?
I need damage from you.
Okay, cool.
The
I was
attack
like,
landed.
wait, there's both. I'm confused.
I think one of those is like ongoing damage, right?
I roll it every turn. Nice.
Alright.
So I hit it for
So-
12.
Sweet.
Yeah. So yeah, this thing's lit up with this witch bolt that Bartholomew fires at it. Do you want to move at all, Bart?
Yeah, I'm gonna retreat 15 feet.
Okay. So that puts Todrin the closest.
Good.
This is a sustained arc of lightning between you and the target.
Um,
That's cool as
Todrin.
fuck.
this scarecrow comes after you.
Alright, I've got my shield up. I'm ready for it.
Yeah, and it... Let's see. Yeah, it's just going to go for just a straight attack on you. It's just going to raise its claws back and just bring them down against you. And the first one,
Yeah.
again, just scrapes right off your arm. Second one, you push away with your shield, and it kind of hisses in your face as it just can't seem to land a hit on you.
Wait, can we talk about this? Yeah, I'm going to, with my bonus action, cast Ensnaring Strike. And I don't understand this. Next time you hit a creature with a mass. Yeah, okay. Alright. So yeah, I cast Ensnaring Strike on myself. That's not... There it is. Right? Maybe. I don't know. It has been a while. Okay, I think I did that right. So yeah, I will... I said I had my shield out, so I'll swing one-handed at the Scarecrow. Ooh, nice. Sweet.
Yeah, you cleave into it.
Okay. A writhing mass of thorny vines appears at the point of impact, and the target must succeed a strength saving throw or be restrained until the spell ends.
I rolled an 8, so it's restrained.
14. Yep, it is restrained. I gotcha. Oops. Yeah, okay. And then my damage. A D8. Just go ahead and roll it.
The damage-o!
Oh, blammo!
Yeah, when you your damage doesn't seem to be quite doing for it to be just a scarecrow, you would think that would have cut it in two, but it seems to be like magically resistant.
Fuck no. Alright. Yeah, so I just smash into it and vines wrap it up. So it is restrained. It takes 1d6 piercing damage at the start of each of its turns. Okay, yep. That's it. I'm gonna stay standing next to it.
Alright, Oscar. You see this thing attacking your friend.
Meanwhile, this yellow, or this blue-green lightning is just crackling all over it.
Oscar?
Oh,
Sorry,
Scar.
wrong button. So I'm going to lick my finger and try and touch the lightning as I rush forward, and that's not magical. Damn it, why do I not have Shillelagh? Slightly wounded, everyone's healthy.
Yeah, I haven't even died yet. It's great.
I got nothing. I literally have nothing. I'm gonna try and hit it with my quarterstaff.
All right.
It's okay, you'll get there. You're a low level druid.
Do we have? Oh, it's restrained. Okay, that's why I have a thing. Not
Yeah,
bad.
Todrin restricted it with a smite.
Yep, he's stuck next to me.
Of course, I have a. Oh, nice. Kabamo!
Nice.
Yeah, when he smacks it, you hear this loud crack. It's like the post of this thing has just been snapped or something, and it's looking pretty hurt. Or
So
damaged in this case.
I'll stay where I'm at, and I'm just gonna hold my orb out and then like fist pump with it and just yell out strike. And as I do, you guys are near it, so you can like taste that metallic taste of the energy building up around you as this pulse, like in a circle around him, builds up and then strikes back on him.
Fuck yeah.
I have to attack every turn, don't I?
I think so.
Nope, I deal the damage every turn.
Oh,
That's
well,
awesome.
roll me the damage then.
Oh, that one wasn't so cool. Alright.
You can cast another spell too, though, can't you? That's
No,
just
I
from
do that as my action.
Oh, okay.
That's me.
So yeah, it's let's see, it's going to Todrin, I need a wisdom saving throw from you.
Kind of
As
sucks that it's
this thing just stretches its arms off and just seems to glare into your eyes, and its eyes just glow this green and yellow, and like almost like a hypnotic spiral as it's trying to terrify you.
Oops.
The
Sorry.
wisest.
Oh yeah, you absolutely shrug that off, and no effect.
Okay. So, as it's flailing at me and being all cute, I want to look at it kind of closely as I prepare my next attack. I want to see if it's got visible signs on it that maybe it's killing the wildlife.
Roll me a perception check at disadvantage since in active combat with
Right.
it.
Yep. That's totally fair. Okay, so I will roll 2 in person and input the 5 that I got.
I mean, it's attacking you. There's a good chance it's attacked other things.
Right. Yep. Okay. Yep. Then I'm gonna spin around and grab him sword with both hands and give it a smack.
You got this.
Ba-blam!
Smack it.
Smack it.
Yeah, you again just right into its chest.
And this one, I'm just gonna do the damage here. Oops. Cut him down.
Again,
Resisted.
for as powerful as a strike it was, you would have thought that it would do more damage, but this thing's still standing and still fighting you.
Okay. For my
Sorry, did you want to move or anything?
I'm reading a spell here real quick.
Okay.
Nah. I'm good. I will
Okay.
stay right where I am.
All right, Oscar.
Debating my world choices. I mean, I'm just gonna have to swing again. Is there any kind of rhythm or constant location that the lightning is attacking?
Specifically, it's pretty much all over the place.
In that case, I'm gonna swing all over the place.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Oh man, that was close. I've been rolling for lightning strikes each round.
Kabam.
Cool.
One of you almost got hit.
That's cool.
There,
Oh,
there
no.
was a lightning strike that was like feet away from you guys.
God, this would
Ah!
be terrifying.
Yeah.
Like circling around behind the scarecrow.
Okay.
All right.
So with that, I'm gonna run so that I'm kind of by myself, and I'm going to hold. I'm gonna fist pump again and yell out, "Strike! Strike!"
You daring the lightning?
Oh, that's my witch bolt attack.
I know.
Okay.
Yeah.
So almost as if on cue, when he says strike, not only does the damage or that he's already causing to this thing crackle and burn it, but a lightning strike comes down on it and just completely shatters it, and splinters of wood and hay and all the materials that we're making just goes everywhere.
Fuck.
There's this little smoking crater right in front of you, Todrin. There's this almost like a blue glow in it that slowly dissipates until it's just gone.
I turn to Bart and yell over the thunder, "Damn, son! Did you do that?" What the hell?
I think that's a yes.
That is some amazing storm cosplay.
Right? That was some authentic rainfall there.
Did that work? Is that better?
Yep.
That's better.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
So, yeah, you guys kill this scarecrow in the middle of the night in a thunderstorm.
I stare in wonder at Bart, and there's something in my eye.
Eyelash?
Inspiration.
Sounds painful. Partial blindness. But yeah, okay. I kind of just want to look it over like I was doing before. See what I can find.
Roll me an investigation check, and I'll say you've got advantage. These guys are helping you.
Okay. Wow. Fucking lame.
You really can't tell
Oh,
anything.
come
It
on.
kind of got blown to pieces. I mean,
Yep.
there's not much left at this point.
Man, what was that? What do we do about this?
That is a good question.
What? I can't hear you over the rain.
Perhaps we should go. It's not safe out here.
Right.
Just as he says that, there's another loud crack of lightning and that hits nearby.
Shit, yeah. Let's find some cover nearby.
For Mistra's sake, we've got to get out of here.
A tree or something.
You want to hide under a tree?
if that's the best cover we got nearby.
That
It's
is
like
not
the
covered.
worst thing you can do in a thunderstorm is hide under a tree.
Well, they must not have covered that in the most recent episode of Surviving Medieval Thunderstorms.
All right, so yeah, you guys find cover and wait out the storm, and it passes over, and you can move on from there.
That's right. You're supposed to find somewhere low and flat, aren't you?
Right.
Preferably a cave.
That would work too.
If it's rain, it's high and flat. Or
All
high
right.
and cavernous.
So are you guys gonna go back to Falconmere then, or do you want to spend another couple of nights out here, or what do you want to do?
I'd want to look at least one more night, because there's no evidence that that's what was doing the thing.
Okay. Just roll me a D100.
You got this time, Top.
So
Maybe not.
you don't see anything else the next night. The city guard happened to walk by you guys at one point, and when you are talking to them about this, they're like, "Oh, that's weird. We haven't had one of those in a while." It's good job taking it out, though. It means less work for.
That's happened before?
Well, it happens. There's wolves and sometimes goblins will come in. There's all sorts of things out here.
Right, but that was a damn scarecrow.
Well, you'd be surprised how many crazy people will make one of those things. Like, it's weird.
What the hell? Man, that's terrifying.
As a member of the Order, would I know about this stuff as well, since I deal with magical crap?
Roll me an Arcana check.
I do like Arcana. Especially when I get natural 20s.
Oh.
Ooh, baby. 25.
So
That's a shitty roll for a natural 20. Do I know about crime?
So you know
Jeez.
that a scarecrow can be animated by a bound spirit of a slain evil creature that will grant it purpose and mobility. They are pretty famously created by witches and hags, but it doesn't have to be them. But witches and hags are known to like bind a spirit of a demon to a scarecrow and just set it on a rampage.
Fuck no, dude. Can you imagine?
But that's not low-level shit. That's scary stuff.
Yeah, it's scary stuff. Absolutely.
Fuck.
And you think it's entirely possible that there's one of these things. It's also possible that there's a dozen of these things out here. There's really no way to tell. It just depends on how crazy the creator may be.
I know
Well, I
I'll
relay
have
this
nightmares.
information. We must look into that. If there is a hag or a witch of some sort creating these vile beings, then we've definitely got to put a stop to it.
I agree.
People can be hurt.
You want me to get that out of the...
Though I will be having nightmares for the foreseeable future.
Well, those are scary things, Todron. Scary indeed.
So you guys want to spend a couple more nights or something? What do you want to do?
I'll ask the group what they think. Should we look for what's going on, or should we call it and go back and see what's his face McGee says?
Have we reached that point you were talking about, Kason, that you wanted to reach?
There is something else that I wanted to do that we have not yet gotten to.
All right. Well then,
Yeah.
is there people that are nearby that we can give this mission to, essentially?
Well, once you notify the city guard of what you've found, they're like, yeah, we'll look into it. see if there's any more of them or what may be creating them. Like when you have tell them your story, and being that you're nobles, they're pretty quick to they know you guys are serious.
I'd just like to recommend that if you do find something and you need some muscle, look us up at the Restless Tavern. We'll get it for you.
That's where we live.
And you hear them. They're like, yeah, totally. We'll come and look you guys up if we need any help with it. And as they're turning to walk away, you hear another one of the guards, one of the lower rank guards. That's the place I told you about. It's been advertised all over.
Fuck yeah, it has.
Excellent.
We have spent ridiculous amounts of time and energy and money on advertising.
It's coming to fruition.
I apologize for rushing any of this.
No, it's cool.
No.
So you guys return to
Excited
Falconmere.
about rats?
Huh?
They seem excited about rats.
Not really.
Screw those guys. Okay, sorry.
So yeah, you return to Falconmere, and Melanor, he listens to the story and the tale of fighting this scarecrow in the middle of a thunderstorm, and he's like, "That's impressive."
It was horrifying, is what it was.
You fear there may be more of them out there.
Almost certainly.
One in every field.
Kind of quietly nods his head and he says, "I'll put someone on it." Meanwhile, he says to you, Oscar, he says, "There's someone I want you to meet." He says, "If you'll excuse us to the two of you, Bart and Todd," and he takes Oscar's side.
No, of course.
And he leads you away into just beneath one of the trees, and you hear a voice. It's a soft, feminine voice. She says, "Oscar."
Cheddar? Say who?
"My name is Jareth Falcon." She says, "Melanor has told me of the deed you have done, and I have decided to bestow upon you a gift." And you can feel there's this, your hands start to glow, and you now have a charm.
Oh shit.
A charm of restoration with 6 charges that gives you the ability to cast Greater Restoration or Lesser Restoration. Greater Restoration is 4 charges, Lesser Restoration is 2 charges. And once you've used them, the charm vanishes from you. And I will give you all of the information on that, so don't worry.
So there'll be like an item. Okay, cool.
That's cool.
Yeah. I'm going to put it in your in the treasure section of your inventory, just so you can keep track of the charges.
Yeah.
That is without any kind of material component. So if one of you guys got hit by, say, an intellect devourer,
that would never happen.
No, of course
Yeah,
not.
no, those are so rare.
It's pretty interesting that I would get this because I did just not learn Lesser Restoration anymore.
Huh. Check that out.
Okay. Thank you, kitten.
You see it beneath your treasure thing there now.
Cool. Thanks.
Okay. So yeah, I'm going to give you guys a long rest now.
Excellent.
I got about 20 minutes before I gotta go to bed.
I hope that's enough. I think it will be. So another couple of days passes. Getting closer to Trolltide now, but it's a nice clear spring day. Birds are chirping. There's a cool breeze coming in off the Sea of Swords. The tavern is bustling with activity. In fact, I'm going to pull up the music.
That sounds good. I like bustling.
Sorry if my energy seems kind of low, guys. I'm just have not been feeling myself for the last week or two.
Understood.
I know exactly how you feel.
I got over the flu, and it's lingering quite strongly. It sucks.
Yeah, Kason told me about your stuff, Kai. I'm sorry, that sucks.
There it is.
Welcome to the
Mostly
Tinky
dry.
Basement Club.
It stopped like 2 feet from like where I had boxes of RPG books and stuff.
Oh,
Oh.
man. Woo!
Whew.
Silver lining. Silver lining sandwich.
So, bustling with activity here at the lunch hour. Bryn Hilltopple is working in the kitchen, and Kelso is serving meals to hungry customers.
She's
His sister
working so
Danica,
good.
doesn't begin her shift for a couple of more hours, but she came in early today so that she could visit Vidi's sartorial elegance and shop for some new clothes that would better fit with the fashions of the North Ward.
This was
And,
Danica that did that.
Danica's across the street at Vivi's.
Gotcha.
Buying lingerie for cheddar? What?
Oh, God. We don't need
Whoa.
more rats.
Nice.
So here you guys are in the tavern, and
Maybe like a quarter rat? Never mind.
Floon, or excuse me,
Wow.
not Floon. Yes, Floon. Floon calls you over, one of you. Let's see, roll me everybody a d20. Oh, the highest is who he pulls over.
I don't want to talk to him anyway.
I rolled a 6.
It's going to be Oscar.
Oh, good. Yeah, the
He
monument of wisdom.
he motions to Oscar and says, "I think we have a problem."
No, we don't.
Where am I? Am I dead?
Where are you?
Oh, I'm underneath. There I am.
Oh, okay.
Bandits! What the hell?
So, Oscar says, "There's a bunch." Or, excuse me, not Oscar. Floon says, "There's a bunch of guys over there sitting at a table close to the stairs, rough-looking sorts. One of them's missing his left hand and is replaced with a freaking crossbow.
Jesus.
I overheard him talking
That's
about
awesome.
some kind of stone. Sounds like they're intent on stirring up some trouble. I thought you guys might want to know."
Hmm.
I'm already sitting at the bar between them and that group.
Do I see any rats by them?
Actually, at this point, you don't see a whole lot of rats.
Problem solved.
There's a few, but like one or two compared to where you were seeing a lot more. But
It's just 4 of them? What's the...
yeah, there's these 4 guys. They're just sitting there having some ale.
We won't
You're
have to
about
burn the place
midday.
down after all.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did you mean the rats?
No, we're good.
So are these guys like straight up hostile yet? Or anything?
No, not yet. At least they certainly. Roll me an insight check, actually.
Can
I
I
climb
assist
over
him?
the bar and get in the seat.
I'm also looking at these fools.
Sure, go ahead and roll me one too.
Especially with the Kenku after who we just fought not that long ago, rescuing Renarin.
Especially now I'm all wary and whatnot.
Yeah. I don't trust these folk.
Okay.
Gotta watch out for Fokin.
So
Especially ones that have crossbows for hands.
these guys
Fuck.
look like thugs, and based on some of the tattoos, you think these guys are Xanathar Guild.
Oh, good.
Oh. Yay.
Yeah, I'll look over at Bart. What do you think? Are we in a position to outright refuse service to an entire guild? What's
No
our
hands,
move
no
here?
service.
Ah, that is dangerous business. Oh, damn. I don't know. Tordrin, that's dangerous business.
Maybe I'll just go see what they want, huh? I'll go ask them how the drinks are.
Perhaps that's a good idea.
I'll clap him on the shoulder, stand up, wink at Oscar as I stroll over to the table and just kind of stand with my hands behind my back, all noble and straight backed. How's the drinks? Damn, I'm sorry. I stuttered. He did not.
Yeah. So the dwarf sitting there kind of sits back in his chair and raises his mug and says, "It's really good, actually."
That's good to hear. That's good to hear.
Again, he's got one arm. His other arm is this crossbow that's attached to the stump.
So you got a shooting arm and a drinking arm, I see.
Yep. That's all I need.
Indeed. Well played. How about you, gentlemen?
They just kind of all look towards him, like deferring to him for. He's like, "What do you want, my lord?" And there's this sarcastic tone behind his voice.
Oh, I'm just seeing what's going on. I like to ask the patrons what they think of our place. We're still fairly new.
It's a little bit fancy for my taste, but it'll do.
I'm glad to hear it. All right, well, just so you know, we're not interested in any trouble here, so
He just starts laughing.
if you see anybody that was looking to start some, and I have a big old grin on my face too, maybe point them out to me so I can deal with them quickly and efficiently.
Oh, don't worry about that. They'll be here soon.
Well, I look forward to meeting them.
So, just about that time,
That's some good dialogue.
Did he just say that we were about to get descended upon?
Probably.
Oh, yay. Was that an explosion?
Yeah.
the windows in Troll Skull Manor are suddenly blown out by an explosion that fills Troll Skull Alley.
You mean blown in? Sorry,
Yes.
Payson, I'm sorry.
No, it fills the alley. A cloud of thick, acrid smoke billows outward from the blast, filling the street and alley in front of Vivi's sartorial elegance. You can hear anguished screams and panic as people flee in all directions. Everybody's looking towards outside towards the windows, and you see charred bodies laying all around.
Oh, shit.
The front of Vivi's shop has been completely destroyed and reduced to smoldering rubble,
Fuck no.
exposing the interior of the second
Wait a
floor.
minute.
The bedroom is on fire.
Danica was there.
Oh, shit.
Jenna was like it rough.
I'm just slack-jawed staring over there. I look over to Todrin.
Oh, no. Do you have something to do about this?
They look just as shocked as you do.
No, you clearly did not.
You guys have now entered chapter 3.
Oh,
shit.
shit. Bum, bum, bum.
So you have minutes to investigate if you want to do anything before the city watch arrives. And that's where we're going to pick up next time.
Holy shit.
Okay.
Fuck yeah. Oh, that was cool as fuck. A boom.
I don't
But
understand this at all. This is ridiculous.
what?
Do we have anything that would have escalated to this? Like,
What do you mean?
well, who's gonna blow up that shop? I mean,
Right, yeah. I don't know, maybe Cheddar was the big bad. He's the true
well,
villain.
I'll warn you now. I was prepared to do what I just learned from Bartholomew to these guys, and that's probably going to be the trigger for it. So,
Learned from Bartholomew? Oh,
yes,
lightning.
the inspiration.
Right. Yikes.
Nice.
Wait, what?
I swapped my spells around, inspired by our last battle, and my complete
Oh.
inability to do anything.
I see. So yeah, those guys sitting at that table when this explosion goes off, they look as shocked as anyone else in the room does. Like, and it's not, you don't even have to roll an insight check. It's like, uh-oh.
That's some genuine shock. Wow, that was cool. I'm excited to find out what the hell. Hopefully Danica's and Vivi are okay.
Oh man.
All right, folks. Good game. Way to go, Kazin. That shit's awesome as always.
Oh man, go ahead.
The people that are cleaning up my carpet thing, they're from Colorado.
Oh, nice. What's the
Yeah,
company?
there's Serve Pro.
Oh, okay.
So
I've
there's
heard of
been
them.
so much flooding here that they had to bring in other states teams to work on it.
Yeah,
And they've been
man.
here for like a week.
When the blizzard hit, I was stuck in Scottsbluff, Nebraska. I don't know if you were keeping up with my Facebook story, but yeah, I was stuck in a hotel in Scottsbluff for 48 hours with that storm.
That's
And
probably the best vacation you've ever had, right?
oh, it was
Lots to
great.
do.
There was no
What did you?
There was no Lyft, there's no Uber, there's no Grubhub, there's no DoorDash. So I literally, after 24 hours there, when I'm starving to death, I had to use the semi. I had to log in to the federal clock to drive across the town to get some food because I was dying.
That's awesome.
Yeah, there was fucking nothing there. It took them 48 hours to clear those roads after the storm quit. But at least I wasn't anywhere near the flooding. Were you anywhere near the flooding?
Not the actual flooding. This is just seepage.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean like Norfolk and everywhere to the west, I believe.
Yeah.
Just like our Air Force base here is shut down because literally the runway is underwater.
That's fucking nuts. I saw
Wow.
some videos of like a river that was, God, it was like a mudslide, but with ice. It was fucking horrifying. Like, that would grind you to pieces in seconds.
There was one hangar where they were doing work on a plane, and the kind of thing where they like took it all apart. It was all kind of laying on the ground.
Yeah.
It's just gone now.
That's nuts. Wow.
Wow.
Well, hang in there, man, and good luck with the repairs. I feel your pain.
Oh,
Well, I had fun, guys. Thanks.
Yeah,
yeah,
dude.
for sure. Thank you.
I
Yeah,
was
very
so
cool.
nervous about this session because this has been building up to that fireball for a very long time.
Yeah. Well, good night, Hind. I hope you feel better, man.
Yeah.
Alright.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for the game, Kazin. Good to see you
Yeah,
again,
man.
Kai. It's been too long, and here, as I was telling Kazin, here soon. I think in May, the beginning of May, my schedule will switch back to a set schedule, and I'll actually have time to hang out with the people I care about. So you might
Nice.
actually see
No
me
more
again.
screaming at every moment.
Yeah, exactly. It'll be
Oh
great.
my God, is it finally happening, May?
I can live my life again. I think so. Yeah.
God, dude, it
I
feels
know.
like it's been forever.
I know. I was telling people at the party last night. I was like, I can't even really remember what it's like to make plans and hang out with people like a normal human being, but it'll happen here soon. So
Wow.
we got that to look forward to.
I bet you're looking forward to it.
Fuck yeah.
You think you might be able to get weekend day?
Probably not, because
I know you don't have a lot of seniority.
Yeah, it's by seniority, and I've pretty much hit the buffer where everybody that has seniority on me is because they've been there for 10 years or more, so they're not really going anywhere except for retirement.
Right.
So I've got good choices. There's a chance, but not a good one. So, anyways,
Well,
good seeing
strive
y'all.
for it, because then we'll get to hang out every weekend.
Right. That would be cool as fuck.
Good night,
Maybe
Hind.
like a Friday.
All right, brothers. See you later.
All right,
Good
dude.
night.
Have a good night.
You too.